100-yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this. Here we go. Ladies. Check. 30. That was 6-6. Bullet high. Check 99. 6 guys.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you. Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, it's Howard. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
X3, 218, chop. Sunday.
Wentz now to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Sunday. Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And Elliott puts this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Lamar Miller, 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 77 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, 69 yards. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running from the gun, Johnson. There goes Duke Johnson. Past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, 67 yards. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily...
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 77 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Back to throw, Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Look good, though. Wentz going to throw. And this is caught by Jackson. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 27 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out comes Houston. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, it's Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Watson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Brandon Graham, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now Watson's throw is taken in by QT. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Brandon Graham, his 2nd sack of the night. Now Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Check 26.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Howard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Lefty.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Bradley Roby there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. It wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 29, Wentz dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead,